So Boops, you learn all sorts of things every single day. We're all about that. Hashtag lifelong learning. But one thing that I learned today is kind of unique, cause apparently it is racist to be Malaysian first. So Poops, you know about the petition that got throttled to the ground earlier today. Threads is going wild at the moment. I created a petition in the wake of what happened earlier this morning. Thank you to all of you who have gone ahead and signed it. If you haven't signed it yet, you can go right ahead and have a look at the link in the description. It's called Malaysians First because that's exactly what Malaysia needs to do right now. Prioritize Malaysians, value Malaysians. And when Malaysians say that there is a problem, don't go out there and avoid the problem and say that, oh, it's not actually a problem. Oh, you're just expressing yourself. Like, no, you actually need to take action and make Malaysians feel safe in their own country. Now, the interesting thing is that when I posted this, I received a bunch of responses that were pretty interesting. I posted it in Our Malaysia and it got downvoted into hell. And I posted it in Boleh Land and the thing itself has now like 95 upvotes and 25k views. One of these views, incidentally, comes from Appleberry Cherry, who says that if you are Malaysian first, then you are a racist. You even have people saying that, oh, I'm sorry, trying not to be xenophobic, challenge level impossible. We hate foreigners. Oh, and that's not even the worst of it. You even have some people saying that, oh, this is like conservatives in the USA. And when people say that this is why they want to support something like this, then they get downvoted to hell. And you've got people just casually insulting you here, there, and everywhere. Truly amazing. But you know, I do want to take this seriously for a bit because I guess people are just not happy with the America First policy, which is what Donald Trump was and is kind of shifting at the moment, saying that, hey, at the end of the day, everyone needs to value America. We are the champions. And everybody else can go right ahead and Thanos snap, snap, snap. So Poops, maybe you don't like Donald Trump, maybe you don't like certain members of the Republican Party, but there's nothing inherently wrong with saying that you value your country, you value the people who actually have citizenships, who are part of building a nation, a collective and imagined political community, as Benedict Anderson might have said. I mean, if you're a Malaysian, then you've had a Malaysian flag with you, you went to school with people who are from Malaysia, who all have blue-coloured ICs, and a right to be in Malaysia. If your parents work, if you care about that Malaysia and the Malaysian flag that you look at every single time you sing Negaraku, then you should know that the people that Malaysian government and you should care about most are your fellow Malaysian. Because what is a nation if not for its people? You know, I'm not asking for something that's super difficult here. I'm not saying, hey, let's kick out all the Rohingya, let's get rid of UNHCR. You know, I designed this petition because I want Malaysia to take Malaysians more seriously, to actually build our national culture, to actually discover new ways and more common ground so that we can actually feel that we are part of the Malaysian nation. Not just a Malay diaspora, a Chinese diaspora, and then an Indian diaspora just gathered together, sleeping in the same bed with different dreams. No. What I want is for Malaysians to be first in the mind of the Malaysian government. Not to feel like they need to leave, not to feel like their government just wants to serve foreigners, not to think that their leaders are just a bunch of cuckoos who will show up at solidarity events and then end up destroying the future of Malaysians, making them feel unsafe just cause it gets them votes while singing. Yes, there can be racists out there in our community, but if you're literally saying that it is racist just to focus on Malaysia as a country and to value us as citizens, I think that you have drunk too much of the woke Kool-Aid and you may or may not need some help. You know, when I wrote my petition, I wrote it in the understanding that, hey, it doesn't matter what race, what religion, how old you are, where you live, whether Terengganu, Pahang, Kelantan, Selangor, as long as you are part of the Malaysian nation, you deserve to have your government care for you, to work for you, to pay attention to your needs, your concerns, your fears. Which include, by the way, the fear that at some point you may be overrun by people who don't share your values. And even if it's true that we haven't come up with a system in order to manage these kinds of people, it is a valid, fair, and important thing for us to do, to say, look, something needs to be done, and the rakyat of Malaysia need to be the very first priority, whether you're Malay, Chinese, or Indian.
Also, Kadasan, Dusun, Murut, Lumbawang, you get the picture.
There's nothing racist about that, and if you think that that is racist, then I'm sorry, I can't help you. Anyways, poops, link to the petition is down in the description. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I have to say about that, and bye.